walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Yo, 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 what's up, people? Did you miss us? Because we missed you. We are back for round 2 of the updates before FarmCon. Give us a moment, we'll be right back with you. Alright. So we're going to talk about seasonal changes right quick. The environmental decorations around the map will change along with the seasonal environments, which means maybe a bike will disappear off of somebody's porch for the winter months. Maybe a snowman will show up during winter, who knows. But there was some screenshots that released some hinting to some minor changes in the environment along with the seasons. Seasons can also be shut off if you'd rather not play with seasons because you don't right now, or you don't like the way seasons is in the new game. You don't have to. Production chains. Again, those are optional. You do not have to do it if you're okay with the tedious wash and repeat cycle, growing your product and selling it and letting it be at that. That's fine. But if not, as you go through the chains, you can choose how they're transported from each location, from each factory, or whatever you want to call it. You can transport them yourself, or if you don't have the capabilities to do so at the moment, you can have the factories transport said product for you for a fee. There will not be children in the game, as you saw in the trailer. She is a young adult, but it wasn't clear if they would be playable or usable. All they would say in their comment was some elements were only for the trailer. We shall have to wait and see at FarmCon. Again, there was rumors. I don't know if it was confirmed in regards to new animals. But if there were new animals, which would you like to see? You know, we've had some mods that brought in ducks and donkeys and a few other animals. I would like to see maybe some alpacas or something. That would be cool. So let's talk about slots for the council players. Slots has always been a headache. Unfortunately, that is not going away, but we have some good news for those folks. Slots have been improved. What I think that means is due to the new systems that are out there, if you can get your hands on them, I believe those systems will have more slots. But whether or not that's the case, there's also a rendering improvement. So, as it stands in Farming Simulator 19, when you load into a game, the system populates everything in the entire map. That's not the case in 22. In 22, only your field of vision will be populated into the game. And as you move through the map, things will come in and leave your field of view. Which goes back into the slot improvement. That may have a slight impact on how the slot management works. Maybe the system will allow you to only have so many slots in a viewable area. That's a weird concept, but we shall see. Base game maps. So because of that rendering improvement and the slot count improvement, a lot of people were hoping for bigger base game maps. That is not the case. Base game maps will still be the standard 2x size maps that we have in FS19. But of course, we can rely on the modders who make FS a winning game for us, and they should still be able to produce bigger maps for us. As I said in episode 1, we already have modders working on maps. Some have already pretty much completed their maps and or mods for FS22. And we have one more topic to bring up, and that's what we have here on the screen, is parallax occlusion mapping. Why is that cool? Well, you're going to see that here in a second. But there are some people out there saying that we now have 3D terrain. That really isn't the case. Essentially, POM, which is parallax occlusion mapping, short for that equates to POM. That's what a lot of people have dubbed it. It takes a flat 2D image and make it look a little more 3D by giving it more depth. That does not make it a 3D image. It's still a 2D flat image texture on the ground. So in here we have an example of with POM off and POM on. You can clearly tell that the ground looks way better. You know, when they're side by side, you would assume that when the POM's on, it is a 3D image, but that's still in fact a 2D image on the ground. And how that works is it's shading. It uses shading, like in this picture, and the system works off the lighter and darker to decide how to make that image look have more depth in it. And that's how the system takes this mapping to make that look that much better. And again, you could read this on their webpage. It kind of explains it in detail. But check out this image. It's showing without palm and with palm. You can tell the depth. It's the same image, it's just with palm on, which is going to make the game look way more realistic as you travel through the map. So we got here with the ground again, and you can tell down here with the gravel. And that's pretty much what it does. Now these are just still images. It's probably going to look way better even in game than it does what we're seeing here in still frame. So in regards to palm, I believe for sure the older consoles, PS4 and the old Xbox, those will most likely not have it because I don't think their systems can handle it. Now in regards to the newer systems, I believe that's still a question. I think they've squared it away for computer players, but I think they're still working out on the new game consoles. With that said, I know in computer mode, depending on whether you have an old computer, you can zone that up or down, or high or low, on and off, to accommodate for performance issues. I have a relatively new computer, it's older technology, it should be able to handle it, but if I'm having trouble, or let's say it plays fine in single player, but I go to play online with others, and now I'm having an issue, I can turn that down so that I can maximize the performance of the game, which is a great feature to have. They're keeping everybody in mind when they build this game, and I think it's something we're really going to enjoy. With that said, I believe for now that is all the updates we have. Next time we catch up with you, we'll be back in FS19. The map is to be determined at the moment. We might just hop on one of the other maps I've been playing until I believe there's an update coming for Ohio, so I don't want to start that yet. You guys have a great night, and thank you for hanging out. If you have any questions, comments, please pop them in there, and we'll take a look at them. Have a great night.